What's up, ladies and gents? This is KC Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we're talking about sidearms. We're talking about the amazing killing machine, the Havoc Pigeon. Yes, it's a sidearm in Destiny, a weapon class that is barely ever used, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about why this gun is a lot of fun and really awesome. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, the other day we did a top 5 best, unquestioned best gear in Trials of Osiris. And you know what? You're not going to be seeing the Havoc Pigeon on that list. You will not be seeing this on that list because nobody uses sidearms. They kind of fit into this really weird role where they don't kill like sniper rifles. They don't kill from a long distance like sniper rifles. And up close, you need to put in too many shots compared to a shotgun that is typically a one-shot, one-kill type of weapon. So where do they fall? They kind of fall into that same type of category as fusion rifles as far as range of kill. And sidearms, the other problem with them is all of their stats, they always look the same. They always look the same regardless of what sidearm you line up. They're going to have super high rate of fire, they're going to have low impact, and then high stability and reload. But what I have on this particular Havoc Pigeon is rangefinder. And I think that is what makes this sidearm. That's what makes this sidearm amazing, having rangefinder. Because the one big thing with sidearms is that they have massive damage fall off. The damage falls off so quickly, so being able to have extra range is what's going to make your sidearm into a killing machine. So if you really want a Havoc Pigeon, you can actually buy one from the Crucible vendor. And it's not bad. It's not bad at all. All the sidearms, like I said, pretty much come with the exact same stats. It's just some of the perks are different. But what I really like is having rangefinder. Rangefinder because your damage fall off is for real. As you can see right here, between those last two enemies, I was varying between 56 damage a headshot down to 40. So, and that was just in that close of a distance. So you can see that the damage fall off is insane on these. And this is with me aiming down the sights with rangefinder. So imagine what your gun's going to be like if you don't have the rangefinder perk. You really want to maximize that range. You want to maximize that range as much as you can just to try to avoid as much damage fall off as you can potentially do, because that's just going to make your sidearm all the more deadly. Whenever you're basically shooting with this gun, typically you're going to be within the 50 to 57 range with the headshot. But if you're in the maximum range, you're going to be hitting 460. But that's really not ideal, because if you're right up next to a Guardian where you're hitting that 60 damage, chances are they might have a shotgun, and they are one trigger pull away from killing you. Now right here, whenever I go into this enemy, I'm walking forward, and you can see that I do hit that 60 headshot damage, which is really nice. But again, you're typically not going to be that close to an enemy killing them. Unless they're like this guy, who is pretty much not playing the game. I don't think he was playing. I think he was pretty much giving up. But these sidearms are a lot of fun. What they have going for them, again, is that you can stay out of shotgun range. You can back up. If you see a shotgun rusher coming at you, try to jump backwards instead of going forwards. And then you can keep peppering them with shots as they're unable to actually get their shotgun range and kill you in one hit. Because you're backing up, you're shooting them with all the damage, and they're not able to get into that range that they need to get in order to kill you with a shotgun. So what else do you have to watch out for on sidearms? Well, even though they have a really nice stability stat, they're a little bit unwieldy. They're a little bit unwieldy because they fire so fast, and the actual sidearm game model bounces up and down on your screen so much, it sometimes can be tricky to hit all of your shots, especially if you're pulling the trigger as fast as you can fire, which is extremely fast. So a lot of times you'll see that you're firing off the shots on the sidearm, and you're not actually hitting any of your enemies. One way that I found that I've been able to get a little bit better is if I just don't focus on firing as fast as I can and make sure that I'm trying to land more of my shots as opposed to just pulling the trigger as fast as humanly possible. And I think just thinking it through and just pausing and waiting just a little bit, being a little bit less frantic, will help you to get some better kills with this type of weapon. Back in year 1, whenever sidearms were introduced, we only had the Vestian dynasty. But what these new sidearms have, specifically the Havoc Pigeons, is they're made by Hake, which means that they have an extra perk in them where you get extra muzzle velocity, meaning that your shots are going to get to the enemy that much quicker, as opposed to the Vestian dynasty, which was like fusion rifles in that it was a projectile. So these new sidearms are definitely better for that type of stuff. Not to mention the other intrinsic perk of all sidearms, in that you always spawn with special ammo. Always spawn with special ammo. And it's nice because actually in running around with this, I noticed that I would always have at least 20 special ammo on a spawn. So even if I happen to get down below 20, say I happen to have 11 sidearm shots whenever I died, I would respawn with 20. So 20 is the absolute minimum that you're going to spawn with. 20 shots, that's nice. For me, that's one magazine and 3/4 of another magazine. So that's not too bad. It means that you probably don't have to run around to the special ammo crates just as much. Though I want to take a look at this one clip right here. Look at this. Okay, this Titan is coming down. He's coming to get me. Boom, I put a shot out. I kill him. And then he Fist of Havocs. I disagree with that one. I disagree with that one. So, sidearms in the Havoc Pigeon. Are we going to be seeing these in Trials of Osiris? Chances are no. Because sniper rifles are still going to rule the day. You still want to play Trials of Osiris safe, where you're not putting yourself in harm's way. Shotguns are just more reliable right now. I think that Bungie needs to do something else with the sidearms, but they have to be really careful, because if they buff sidearms too much, it's going to be like a faster firing hand cannon, which is going to be really bad and really difficult for the game. But sidearms are a lot of fun. This Havoc Pigeon is awesome with the rangefinder. If you get a sidearm with rangefinder, specifically a Havoc Pigeon, keep it. Keep it, try it, run around with it. You're not going to have more fun in Crucible than going around with a sidearm because it is so unexpected. So let me know, do you have this Havoc Pigeon with rangefinder? Do you ever use sidearms? If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your PvP, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Stay off my car, Pigeon.